Hello my book friends, and welcome back to another video, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Today I just really wanted to talk about the books that I was hoping and planning on reading in April. I never really do TBR videos because if you guys know me, I'm a mood reader. So after I finish a book, I'll pick another book up based on what I'm in the mood for. But because of the state the world is in right now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have acquired a lot of time on your hands. Now, of course, I have online classes which take up a lot of my time, but I'm no longer in a college dorm. So I am reunited with my bookshelves just a couple months earlier, so that means a lot more books for me to read and a lot more time for me to do it. This TBR is a little bit optimistic because I'm hoping that I can read this many books this month. So let's just get right into the TBR. The first book that I'm hoping to read this month is Sentinel by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the fifth and final book in the Covenant series. Jennifer L. Armentrout is one of my #1 authors of all time. This entire series is a series that nobody talks about. I mean, people talk about it, I'm sure, but I have not seen many people talk about it on BookTube, which just surprises me because I'm pretty sure this is the first series that she ever wrote. And I'm sure you guys know Jennifer L. Armentrout from the Lux series, because that series became really popular on BookTube. It's one of my favorite series ever, and I've become pretty much obsessed with her books ever since then. The Covenant series has a lot to do with Greek mythology and forbidden romance, which I love. And this is the final book in this series, and I'm really excited about the finale. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm really excited to finish it because one of the main characters in this book there's a spin-off series, and he is the main character in the next series, and I'm really excited to dive into that one because a lot of you guys have told me that you really enjoyed those books as well. And I just love Jennifer L. Armentrout books. I'm excited to read more of her books. I'm starting to catch up and read all of her books, and she's written a lot of books. And then sooner or later, I'm gonna have them all read, and then I'm not gonna have any more of her books to read because I'm gonna have to wait for her to pop out more books. But you know, she writes and she publishes so many books every single year, so I'll be good. But at that one point where I won't have any more of her books on my shelf to read because I've read all of them, it's gonna be a sad day. The next book I'm hoping to read is Ignite Me by Tahira Mafi. This is the third book in the Shatter Me series. I started reading this series I think a couple years ago, and she's continued on with this series. I think the last book comes out this year, or it's already came out. But I'm just really behind. I don't know, I'm always that type of reader that I'm usually sometimes behind on a lot of series, and this is one that I was behind on, even though I enjoyed every single one of the books that I've read so far, the first two. Wow, this cover is so pretty. I wonder if I could do an eye makeup look that looks like that. So this was the finale of the trilogy when it was a trilogy, and I read the second book last year, and you know, my feelings on some of the characters definitely changed. If you've seen my book review for the first book, you will know that one of the characters in there, I thought he was creepy. I thought he was just not an overall good guy. You know, I wouldn't love him. But then I read the second book, and I love him now. I'm excited to see what he does in this book, and I'm so excited to read the continuation series because I have been avoiding spoilers for so long. On Twitter and Instagram, people have been raving about the continuation of this series, so I'm just excited to get caught up. I feel this month and this self-isolation time is probably going to be a lot of catching up on series and books that I have put off, or I just haven't had enough time to read. The next book is Brave, also by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the third book in the Wicked trilogy, and the fact that not a lot of people talk about this just busts my buttons. Guys, if you guys like fae books, please go read this trilogy. It is amazing. Oh my god, it is so good. I love the fae. I love the fae. And this has got to be one of my #1 fae books ever. This trilogy is just wonderful. I wish she would write more fae books. It's the finale. So I'm reading a lot of Jennifer L. Armentrout's finales, and I cannot wait to read it because the plot twist at the end of the second book is just, you know, it's just a really overall great time. I'm so excited to dive in and see what happens, and I'm so excited to do a book review on it because I'm sure I'll have a lot of thoughts after finishing this one. So the next book I'm hoping to read this month is Crown of Coral and Pearl by Mara Rutherford. This is a new release. I think it just came out like this past fall. I think it was on a lot of people's TBR, but I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about it, but it definitely, like, the description intrigued me. From what I can tell from the description, this book is about a girl named Alara who lives in a village where they send off one of the most beautiful maidens in their land to go marry the prince. Alara has an identical twin sister. Everyone assumes that Alara's sister is going to be the one to marry the prince because Alara actually has a scar. So they're identical, but just because she has a scar, they're not going to let her go and marry the prince. But then her sister gets injured, so then Alara has to go in her place. I love books where, like, the person is sent off to marry someone. You know, I don't know why I like those kind of conflicts, but I do, and I'm excited. I think it has to do with, like, her trying to protect her people, but then also possibly falling in love with either the prince or the prince's brother. So I'm excited to see that drama. You know, we love drama in books. We're excited to see it. We're excited to read it. The last books that I'm hoping to read this month is the Shadow and Bone trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. I know, I'm like the last person to read this trilogy. Like I said before, I'm trying to catch up on some series, some books that I just haven't read that everyone loves. I've had this book on my shelf since I was in the 8th grade, forever ago. I was like 12 back then. I'm 19 now, you know, maybe a few years late, but like never too late to pick up a series. I don't know why it's taking me so long because I've heard like nothing but great things about this world, the Grishaverse. And now they're making it into a TV show, and so I need to catch up because I need to read these, and then I also need to read Six of Crows. I took a quiz one time and it told me that the character, if I was in the book, the character that I would be in Six of Crows is Kaz Brekker, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You guys let me know. And I'm so excited to watch the TV show. I think it's gonna be epic. Hopefully it's gonna be epic. I'm hoping Netflix goes by the books. Look at me, I'm talking like I've already read the books, but I haven't. And I'm going to be binge reading this trilogy. If you guys don't know, I do a series on my channel called Binge Reading where I basically just binge read an entire series, like in one go. I did this for The Dark Artifices by Cassandra Clare, and it definitely helped me because I caught up on all her books before I read Chain of Gold. I'm really excited to vlog my experience while reading these books. I'm sure like I'll go through a lot of emotions because I have heard great things, but then I've also heard not so great things. I've heard like mixed reviews, so I'm really excited to like form my own opinion about it. But dang, I have the original covers and these covers are just so pretty. Like, I'm just glad to have them on my shelves. Like, wow. I still have the sticker on this one. The covers that just came out are just as gorgeous, but like I think I rather prefer the original covers. I just think they're just so beautiful. So those are all the books that I'm hoping to read in April. I hope I get to every single one of these. Like, I really, come on, please, book gods, help me to read all these books. There's a lot of books on my shelves, especially books like this month that I've been meaning to read for such a long time. So I'm just excited to like finally be able to get to them. Let me know down in the comments down below what books you are hoping to get to in April. What are some books that have been on your TBR for a long time that everyone has read but you? I know I'm not the only one who puts off series for a long time while everyone else in the book world reads them. So that is it for today. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!